Alright, so we back with another video. Today we got y'all boys with the second part of kind of reacting to tier lists of people that watched every anime of this year. I kind of was sleeping on a lot of anime this year. So we're gonna react to Gigguk because echidnut, he ain't got no other videos out this year for the rest of the year, which is kind of crazy. Shout out to echidnut because he really do this, but I gotta go somewhere else. So we're gonna go to Gigguk. He did a video pretty much ranking every anime for season. I'll probably do another one for Gigguk in the future. So if y'all do want more of these, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. I got a lot of videos in store. I'm just trying to make sure I get up to date on these before I get the other ones going. But we got anime, we got music. Y'all make sure to like the video. Y'all go subscribe to the sports channel. I'm probably gonna start back letting y'all see the sports channel from this one because this fits everything. I gotta make sure to incorporate everything on here. I just want to do it to the point where I don't mess up noties. But yeah, make sure you got the noties on. Make sure you subscribe, liking, hyping if you can. Comment down below, help the algorithm. I do appreciate all the help I can get after what's happened this year. But yeah, let's get straight to it.
Studio Passion, keep cooking, and I
don't even remember what it came out this season.
Up there next the meal. Let me double check this quickly. Okay, I'm not sure.
I don't know if I need to add this.
What we are going to be doing today is we are going to be going through the entirety of the summer 2025 chart. If you are watching this on the YouTube edit right now, yes, I know this is very late, and I'm sure you know the reasons why this is very late. This season has already started at the point that I am streaming this, but it's okay. At least Dad came back.
Let me think of one. I'm not going to do too much pausing, but I don't want to speak over, bro, but this is an hour-long video, so I may have to do that a lot. But I'm trying to think. I think Lord of Mysteries came out. I tried to rewatch it. It started out hot for me, but the episodes are super long. And it's like, I'm going to be honest, like, this is how I realized that Japanese people have aura, because when they language, it just got more aura than Chinese or Mandarin. I think that's what it's called. So that's kind of what threw me off mainly. Like they're not speaking Japanese. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like at low key, is that racist?
With the milk, which is what's important. As per usual, we are going to be going through I want a Chainsaw Man movie on here. On I
just watched it the other day. Peak.
And if this is your first
way better than manga,
then you know
way
that
better.
We have a rating system. Of
the
course,
arc in the manga.
If something doesn't look like it's gonna be a show that I want to keep up with, we're gonna go with skip.
Okay. 1
episode, 3 episodes, and must watch.
Okay, so that's actually not a bad way to rank them, because there are some shows you just gotta, you don't need but 1 episode and you straight. Lord of Mysteries right now was a 3 episode for me. So we'll see. I want to look at more because I heard that the finale was crazy, but every episode I seen was rated a 9. I like the animation, but every episode a 9? Come on, bro. I watched them first 3 episodes. It's good, but it's like, it's not idle. I think the standard for anime right now is just not that crazy.
And that's just so
I gotta not pause too much.
Nice
I gotta speak over, bro. I'm sorry.
Reality,
I ain't trying to do that, but
there are
I got to.
Rules. I just know you guys like a nice little rating system, so you can be like, oh, Gigguk said this was a must-watch, or oh, Gigguk said this was a skip. I don't follow my own rules. But guys, talking about all these anime has got me feeling a little bit peckish, which is
no. Now, one time, I mentioned this in the other one. One time, I literally sat through a whole ad and realized, bro, in the comments was on my ass. But he was laughing because it's like, nigga, you really just did that though. Like, I ain't even peep it.
Which is 99 Shihaisha no Okan. 99 is the tale of the town of Shiramitsugawa, and a murder mystery where they hunt down the culprit.
Okay, so you got it sectioned off.
Of supernatural murders. This sounds like a light novel. Oh no, it's a visual novel.
This is a long time to be talking about this shit. 5 minutes to talk about this.
The protagonists? Where is the protagonist? Oh,
bro, there's no way he needs this long for this. She is bricked. What is going on? Help me, big brother. I might be able to help. What the hell be going on in Japan, bro?
Oh god. Oh man,
this shit looks terrible.
Why, I was just like, okay, I'm feeling it, and then I know with this shot, I was just like,
wait, is he ranking these based off the trailers?
Man, what is this 2010s ass show, man? Of course, it's a visual
Wait,
novel.
he's ranking all of these based off of YouTube clips? That's kind of crazy.
Every visual novel has to have that lunch eating scene. I don't know why. Well, that looks like a lot of other visual novel adaptations. I'm so curious. When did this visual novel come out?
I'm skipping. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Okay, he didn't talk about that whole time. I don't know why it's not like sectioned off better than this. Okay, let's skip. Let's skip. Let's skip. I'm not trying to skip past nothing important. Let's skip. All right.
Episode 1. Next up, we got a
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. This is actually
2.
so
Hell
bad, but
yes.
low-key, I
This
watched
is
the
getting
first
a
season.
2. Oh, man.
I
This is
really
just a
feel bad that I
good
actually
old
sat through that
school harem,
bullshit.
man. Just a couple of cucks.
I actually... Hey, bro. Hey, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Why did I just admit I watched this shit? Nah, this shit is actually terrible, though. Couple
Yo, new goal? Ah, yes, another find addition to my collection.
It's like Rid a
Oh,
Girlfriend.
of
Like,
course
you
there's
started
a
watching it
childhood
on
friend
accident.
now. I mean, guys,
You seen it was
what can you
popular,
say?
and then you like...
You either
You kind of got a little
are
too
going to
invested.
instantly
I'm
know
actually ashamed to
if
say I
you
did get
are
invested.
going
I
to
did not watch
enjoy
this shit
a
when it came
series
out,
like
though.
this.
I seen
Or
season
you are
2 came
going
out, so
to
I can
know
at least say I
instantly
quit.
that this is not for you. What can I say? I had a good time watching it. You guys had a good time watching it, and yes, I am speaking for everyone in chat.
This is
I
my
did not
slop.
hear a single bad thing when we were watching this, so don't try to pretend like you didn't, chat. I'm not going to say it's a must watch, but all I'm going to say is I am going to be watching it.
Wait, nigga, wait, I just peeped. These aren't even out yet. Hold on. These aren't even out yet. Hold on. I don't know if this is valid. Yeah, I don't know if this is a valid video I can watch. I watched every anime in season 2025. Nigga, this shows ain't even out. Am I being trolled?
Apocalypse Bringer Minogra. Takto Era succumbed to
Okay,
illness
this one
at a
may
young
actually be
age
out.
and ended up
No, he didn't watch any of these. Okay, Danadon, did he watch this?
giving this a watch. And the peak just keeps coming. Dan Da Dan Season 2, which I don't really count as a Season 2, guys. This isn't a Season 2. This is Dan Da Dan Season 1 Part 2. And I need to finish this who says otherwise, because Season 1 ending was not a fucking ending. Let's be real here.
No, that was fuckery.
What in the murderer? Man.
This show weird as hell.
Shit.
It's actually kind of hard to like
15 minutes ago
try to
when
get
I
people to
said
watch
I've
this,
never
recommend this
been
to people,
so
but it's
excited
actually
by
good to
something
me.
I don't understand. I take that back. Now I've never been so excited watching something that I have no idea or any understanding of. This is it. Obviously, one of the most hyped and most highly anticipated shows of this coming season. Do I really need to tell you if you should watch this or not? Because the answer is clearly, is this really? Let's break it down. Animation, solo level. Skip this one, guys. Dealing with Mikadono's sister is a breeze. Comedy romance? So ISAU is the son of a renowned...
Wait, so he hasn't watched a single one of these? Like, this is just him going through like the new shows coming out? We might be cooked. We might be cooked. We actually might be cooked. I'm gonna try to find another video there. Alright, I think I found a good video. We just gonna react to this then, brother. I don't know what gigguk got going on. I don't even know who this is, but shout out to bro. I'm gonna put the link to the description.
I mean this with absolutely zero exaggeration. This is by far one of the best anime seasons we've ever
forgot about
had.
Kaiju number 8. Okay, I need to pee. I need to pee. Did I say I need to pee? Let me just lock in, bro.
Which sucks, because due to my busy schedule,
Facts.
I could only watch probably about half as many shows as I wanted. And yes,
I didn't get to
still
watch any
watched
of it when it came out.
relatively a lot, but...
I watched Gachi Okuda, I think.
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
get the point. The way this season
But even then, I didn't watch it during
it's like if I was a kid in a candy store, but it wasn't just candy being sold there. It's like if the store had a whole ass arcade, VR setup, roller coasters, go-karting, laser tag, and then to top it all off, an unlimited supply of Nerds rope. That shit don't just sound like heaven. That sounds downright... Well, actually, yeah, let's just call it heaven to keep it simple. But now I'd like to say 07 to the shows I unfortunately missed out on that have been highly regarded by the broader anime community. Call of the Night Season 2, Dr. Stone Season...
I heard about Call of the Night Season 1. I didn't watch that much of it, so... But that was a very high regarded show. Dr. Stone, I've just not caught up enough. Like, they keep dropping seasons every year. Like, there's a lot of shows I love. Dr. Stone was an okay show from the jump for me. I just didn't keep up, but I've heard it gotten so much better. I need to catch up. But there's so many shows like that, so it's kind of tough.
For part 2, are they doing that same naming scheme as Attack on Titan? Whatever. Rising of the Vending Machine. Wait, that's not right. Rising of the Harem Hero.
Rising of the Vending Machine.
Rising of the Shield Hero Season 4. Grand Blue Season 2. That one Yuri show where the main character and that one other chick should have fucking died in episode 1 since they...
Excuse me, nigga?
Literally jumped off the building from like, what, 50 feet up and landed
what the hell?
On a tree or something. You are just a handful of shows that I couldn't have watched today, but you will be watched in the future for sure.
Nobody's surviving that game.
Days.
I'm sorry. Okay, at least be honest.
Now that that's out of the way,
yeah,
let's get to the main reason why you're here. I watched a whopping 20 anime for this season of Summer 2025, and we're going to rank them on a tier list. You've been here before. You know how this works.
Yeah, this is more like it. I need somebody with an actual opinion of watching these shows, not just trailers before they came out. Come on, bro.
Most and which show was an underrated gem or a surprise for you. I do these at the end of every season, and I enjoy the hell out of doing these videos. And I only want to give you the best of the best and want to improve with each and every video after. So now, with all of that done, let's get into the ranking of Summer 2025. Clevites. We really are starting off with a certified banger. I love the uniqueness of the premise and the story, and the quality of the animation is extremely top-notch.
This looks good.
Especially since it was made on... Wait. Am I reading this right? Cell shade animation? In the big 2025? It's been so long since we've had a show employ that I thought it was becoming a lost art. But these guys over at Studio Leduc, Leducky? Whatever. We're able to pull this Herculean task off flawlessly.
Honestly, with what's going on with One Punch Man, I would be okay with this, you know what I'm saying?
The character design of the main cast is amazing. I love everybody's personality in the main cast. This is just so fun all around. If you're looking
One Punch Man deserves so much better animation than what it gets, though.
Show as a whole, A tier.
Okay.
This has got
Solid
to be
start.
one of, if not the most aesthetically pleasing shows I think I've ever seen in my whole life. I love its whole color scheme and the fact that I feel happier than how I normally would be when I watch this show. Written by the same author of Nichijou fame and produced by the legendary Kyoto Animation, this show is simply about the daily lives of everyone living in the city, and everyone in that city being silly little guys. Like, look at them. They're so silly. Don't they make you want to just hee-hee hoo-hoo all the time? And while City may be about the daily lives of everyone in the city, it mainly follows Nagumo, Nikura, and Izumi, who are also being silly, but it's the main character version of silly. This show's comedy is top-notch, up on a level with the likes of his other story Nichijou, Konosuba, and Golden Boy.
If it's on the level of Konosuba, I may gotta give it a chance, but based off what I'm seeing, I don't think I'm watching that. I'm gonna keep it a B.
But it's comedic.
I may gotta steal
Gigguk.
Low key, Gigguk trolled me, but I may gotta steal his little tears since we just watching. So this one is probably I may do because he said he compared it to Konosuba. I may do a 1 episode one on this one. The other one, low key, may get 3. I don't know if that's a much watch, but it looked more ideal than this.
This show good. There's a side plot that spans over multiple episodes that got so sad it made me want to cry and hold my friends in a deep hug. Even if a couple of the jokes don't land as hard as others might, you're still going to have a ton of fun with this show disguised as a dessert treat. A tier. Dandadan Season 2. Peak! Yes, it's peak. Nobody can deny that, and it might have dropped the Song of the Year in accordance. But what else is there to expect when you're dealing with the mind of a man who was an assistant to the one and only Tatsuki Fujimoto? That being said,
Tatsuki Fujimoto, who? Okay, Fujimoto. He sounds familiar. Hold on, I gotta look this up. I'm not too knowledgeable of like the author names, to be honest. I know Kishimoto. Who is Fujimoto? Fujimoto sounds very, very familiar. What did he make? Oh, okay. It makes some sense. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Fujimoto is a weird, wild nigga. Won't cap. Now that I'm seeing this, who he is, this is a weird, wild nigga. He made Chainsaw Man. Okay.
Science Saru has, in my humble opinion that's objectively fact, knocked this adaptation out of the park for a game-winning Grand Slam in the World Series. This is such a wacky series that every character that gets introduced, regardless of good guy or bad guy, just feels like it's such a natural fit for the series.
He a little too happy. The only thing I would say about bro, he a little too happy for me. Like at the end of the day, like it's like I feel the positivity, but I feel like that's on me though. I feel like this is an indictment on me, not him. I feel like me being upset that he's this happy is really more of a negative issue for me. But you know what I'm saying. So keep your happiness. Don't let me stop your happiness, bro. You know what I'm saying. But
oh my fuck! I didn't know I needed hair down Seiko as much as I do. This look got me going feral.
Yeah, I may have spoke too soon, bro. You just going crazy. I can't lie. Let's skip. You got crazy, bro.
Momo and Okarun and their romantic development is one of the most realistic and cutest things.
Whoa! Don't be spoiling though, gang. Don't be spoiling. Hold on now. We can give reviews, but not spoil. You feel me? It's not spoiled.
The character writing has been unbelievable to watch, and this has been by far the easiest S tier to ever give.
Okay, I need to tune in. That's a must watch. Danadon is definitely a must watch.
Blooms with dignity.
I heard this was actually really good.
Fucking love this show. If I had only one.
Okay, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, the positivity is cool, but like we can't say everything is good. Hopefully, that's not what we're finna do here.
Word to describe how I.
But
felt
I heard this was actually really good.
The show, that one would be Heartthrob. When I watched the first episode, I wasn't immediately hooked, which was surprising considering this kind of romance was my bread and butter. Then I got to learn about the main couple's friends and their upbringing and how it all leads back to the two main characters being the way that they are now, and all I could think was that this show was sweeter than the cake that Kaoruko goes to the cake shop for. Both Kaoruko and Rintaro are the sweetest people in this show, and their chemistry together is the main reason why I would put this show over most of the other romance anime I've ever watched. This show gives amazing quality in its animation and detail and leaves nothing left out. The part about this show that I love the most is that the story structure and setup immaculately displays so that it's not going to be a question of will they, won't they, but it's more so going to be a prediction of when they will. Absolute S tier.
Okay, S tier on the same level of Danadon though? Okay.
Futari Solo Camp.
That may be a 3 episode. I don't know about must watch. It looked better than the other 3 episode one, I won't lie.
Let me be real frank with you. I tried. I really tried. I couldn't get past 3 episodes. Everybody is just so freaking unlikable.
You scared me for a second.
Especially the main girl, whatever her name is.
Thank you.
This girl really.
This is what I wanted, some negativity. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to make sure that we wasn't gonna be positive the whole episode, you know?
Shit out of him.
Like we wasn't gonna gas every episode.
When he just simply wants to be alone.
Anime.
Messes up his belongings and other personal stuff, then decides to herself, wait, do I actually like this person? All of this happened in just one singular episode. F tier.
F. Oh,
Gachiakuto.
Now we talking. Hey, give him a hand. Hey, he had me in the first half. I thought he was finna say every episode, every anime was an S, A, or B. I thought B was finna be the floor. Maybe C is F to him. But we got a real F. Hey, maybe this season was just that good. Maybe I'm just sleeping. Okay, I like where we going.
Trash. The anime. And it is...
Oh, okay. I thought he was finna say the anime was trash. I get it, though, because I watched this show.
Anything but.
This is definitely...
This kind of trash would make Mother's Basement's trash kitchen go up in flames because there's some trash mixed in that was irresponsibly unmarked as flammable. This show is gritty, and it's so refreshing to have a protagonist that can be considered ruthless. Rudo is willing to do anything and everything to get revenge against his one target. All the while, we see other sides to him that make him a multifaceted and really interesting main character. He cares for his newfound friends and family and would do anything to protect them. And the other characters...
I feel like that's a thing that's like a lot of shonen anime main characters. I'm gonna keep it being.
all have personalities that make them memorable in their own right.
Gachikuta does remind me of like older shonen animes though.
Love the environment this show brings and immensely respect the work of the animators for bringing to life a trash world that's seemingly endless. And it has an OP that would have probably taken any other studio twice as long from the beginning of production to now. Like, look at this! It's insane! As the season truly starts to reveal itself, we're gonna learn even more about how the society on the ground level functions, and I'm excited to see how the second core plays out. Another absolute S tier. Kaiju number 8 second season. Big world threatening monsters fight more big world threatening monsters. And god damn is it cool. Especially the second season of this show. So now that we got our cool factor quota out of the way, let's just give a quick analysis. Kaiju number 8 carries on the plot with fighting Kaiju number 9, and it gets tense and the stakes are raised to the highest level. And while it was understandable why it had to be done, I missed how Kafka just meshed so well with the cast of season 1 and seemed to just be so happy and have fun. The all straight business and serious approach of the cast just doesn't hit the same when some of the most enjoyable moments were the camaraderie of last season. Narumi, while great as a comedy point in his own right, isn't enough to make up for what else is missing, and it really shows. The action though...
I honestly did think that Kaiju number 8, like, I thought it had a lot of potential. The first 2 episodes, I read the manga. I kind of talked about this in the other videos, but it just doesn't do it. Now, I won't lie, I do think it's still good, but it's like more just like an action show. And it's not like as good at action as like shows like JJK, if that makes sense.
I will say is top notch, and its choreography to its direction is great and a treat for the eyes. I'm excited to see what season 3 holds beyond this. B tier.
I think that's a solid. Okay, now yeah, okay.
Hunter's second core.
I'm
just bored of this one. I thought the last core was going to be leading up to something that was shown in this core, but it's just not doing anything noteworthy. Mostly just multiple episodes of more and more dialogue that puts me to sleep faster than melatonin ever could. Then all of a sudden, the main character now has a kid dropped on him out of nowhere, and he's raising it on his own? Honestly, I can't get attached to anybody. It sucks that I can't. Honestly, I can't get attached to anybody here, and it sucks that I can't.
This actually looked pretty good, to be honest. That may still be one episode, even though he didn't like it.
Second
season.
Okay,
now we talking.
How the hell do they make this show even better? No, seriously, how? This show has already solidified itself as one of the best shows of the 2020s, and one to remember for years to come, and they just took it to the next level. Cloverworks, if you're listening, I want you to take a freaking bow and go on your victory lap. You've seriously turned from a studio that was either hit or miss to a studio that has absolutely perfected their craft in actually every single way. As of right now, Cloverworks is my studio of the decade. Their resume has been absolutely impeccable. Everything they did to My Dress Up Darling for this season...
Let me look at Cloverworks. Hey, I think Cloverworks did Bocchi no Rock. If they did Bocchi no Rock, I may be with them on that one. I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna lie. Mappa got some crazy... Mappa got some crazy ones, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They got JJK. They got Attack on Titan. Mappa got a lot. So, I don't know. Cloverworks animes. Spike's Family. Promise Neverland, bro. Hell nah. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know when Promise Neverland came out. He said it was hit or miss. But man, Promise Neverland is that's an all-time troll. That is genuinely an all-time troll. I don't even know if I can even like kind of like get on that one. Spike's Family. Haremia? Hold on now. Hold on now. Ain't gonna lie, Remy is kind of Pochi the Rock. Oh shit. Hey, hold on. Windbreaker. Wait, they be making Fate? Wait, they be making Fate? I didn't even know that. Hey, I may be. Oh, and they make Elusive Samurai. Hey, that's me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I may be chatting. I might actually be. Wait, Bocchi the Rock second season. Wait, this got announced. When does this get announced?
Has catapulted it into the anime stratosphere.
Bocchi the Rock movie?
So much detail was put into the cosplay outfits and comedic bits, and its direction has been nothing short of amazing. Everybody is so expressive, and it's so easy to attach to all the characters. Even the characters that have only 4 seconds of screen time are more memorable than most of the show's main characters I've watched in the past couple of seasons. And the star of the show herself, Marin Kitagawa, there is a reason why so many in the anime community have her as one of the best female characters of all time. Her energy is so contagious.
She's a good character, I can't lie.
And her passion for a hobby such as cosplay is downright inspiring. There's so many other positive things I could say about her, but I'll end it by saying that Mari needs to become a case study on how to write female characters in the best possible way for future authors down the line.
Facts.
Another amazing S tier. Rascal does not dream of Santa Claus. Everything that made the Rascal series so good has been implemented in the same exact way for what you could basically say is a season 2.
Wait, so Rascal? Wait, this is actually the Bunny Girl Senpai shit, ain't it? Wait, so this is all like connected? I ain't know that.
The dialogue is my favorite part of the series, as it just deviates so far from the norm from what you normally expect in an anime. And that alone makes the show still extremely engaging even 7 years later. Add in a sprinkle of quantum physics and the result ends up being a formula that gives this show as much replayability as Attack on Titan. An
Going too far, gang. Let's calm down.
underrated portion of the show is its art format and how satisfying.
One thing I will give a show that's low-key, that movie, that Chainsaw Man, reading the manga, I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of like subtle foreshadow hints that they have in that shit that I didn't realize they had until I actually read it. So I think that's one thing I'll say. It's not a lot of shows that do that, but it is. I'm starting to notice that a lot more in shows.
Each one becomes when a character's story comes to a close. And I won't lie, the twist in this season really got me. I won't spoil for obvious reasons, but what I will say is that if you haven't watched this show yet, you're in for a treat plus dessert. Shit, I kind of want some Sour Patch now. Ruri rocks. Minerals. The anime. And holy fuck is it beautiful! If you told me Studio Bind, the makers of Mushoku Tensei and Onimai, had the creative ability to make simple rocks, minerals-y,
Hold on, I gotta watch this.
so pretty and fun to learn and watch, I would believe you. Not to mention, they also created another entrant of the top 10 hottest women on Earth, but that's beside the point. Every episode contains a whole journey into the nature of the world in just 20 minutes, and in the really short and brief intermissions the show gives, it gives a whole science lesson into how certain rocks are formed. It's done and displayed in such an entertaining way that I actually want to learn more about this subject that I previously would have casted off as something boring and irrelevant. So the moral of the story is, if you have a hyper-specific subject you want to teach people about, make sure you put a really hot anime woman as the poster child for it, and you'll have amazing results. A tier. Sakamoto Days second season.
I want to see what he say about this.
Wait.
I heard
What
this
is
was
this
actually good.
here? Wait, there's no way this could be real, right? This is real? Oh my goodness. We have proper fight scenes! Let me preface this by saying that I haven't read the manga at all. But even I could tell that the first season was disappointing relative to the hype it got, and regular anime viewers could see just how many corners were cut during the production process. I mean, for the love of God, the first season was a PowerPoint presentation more than it was.
I don't really understand why some of these like studios, like I know they got like the labor stuff, but like why even like take on a show if you're not going like especially like a straight action oriented show. That just doesn't really make sense to me personally.
Actual animation. It was almost on the level of Blue Lock Season 2, minus the end of course. But because of the improvement to Season 2, I feel like I can actually enjoy the show for what it was meant to be in the first place. Plenty of new characters have a certain flair to them with their own styles of fighting, and it's pretty damn engaging to watch. The best part so far is the fact, even with everything that's seemingly going on between life and death, between the protagonists and the villains, everybody around them that's supposed
Season
to
2
be
looked a lot better than
civilian
Season
is
1. I didn't like
releasing
how
a
Season 1 was
spectacle,
looking,
and it's
so I
just
stopped watching.
brushing it off
Maybe I tune
as
in.
if it's just an everyday normal thing that just happens in their daily lives. If the Leaning Tower of Pisa somehow stood straight, they'd freak out more there than all the explosions and murders that happen in their own vicinity, and that's one of the best gags I've seen in a while. Low A tier. Secrets of the Silent Witch. The socially anxious curse strikes again. And its victim this time is literally one of the 7 most powerful witches in the whole world. Monica Everett, who recently became one of the 7 sages, is tasked with living a double life as a high school student while guarding the royalty that is the second prince, Felix Arc Radil, from various dangers lurking within the campus. And she has a demeanor where all you want to do is just protect her. I don't care if she doesn't need any protecting. I'm gonna do it anyway. She's charming as hell, and even through all her anxiety and stutters, she develops into a character that can learn to trust her friends and be less isolated from everyone and everything. She may not show it much, but Monica's natural intelligence really tends to remind you time and time again of the gap between her and everyone else, and that she is just built different. This show makes clever use of its villains, and it's pretty significant, yet barely talked about political ramifications. Students from different houses compete against one another for status and fame in various activities like Harry Potter would if playing Quidditch had a grand prize of sheer nobility and bitches to last you a lifetime. I never watched Harry Potter, so I don't know if that made sense, but if it did, great. If not, then I'll go commit crime. High A tier. Takapi's Original Sin. This
I heard
show
about this one.
really needs its own video dedicated to, because in just 6 episodes, the roller coaster of emotions
Wait,
I wrote
this show is only 6. I'm tuning in.
made me ponder my whole
tuning in.
entire
Must
life
watch.
and
That's all I
every
have to hear.
choice that I've made up to today. This is not a show for the faint of heart. I guarantee you that. There was a video that I saw not too long ago that explained that just because this show includes themes of bullying, childhood bullying at that, suicide, affairs, and most of all, the after effects of trauma, doesn't alone make it a good show. And I am one to agree with that sentiment. The reason why the show is as good as it is because it doesn't hold back. This is a show where nobody is in the right and there are consequences to be had. And the multiple POVs that span throughout the show are indicative of that. Blood is spilled. Murderous intent is there. Everyone is helpless and they're all just kids. No kid should ever be put through what these kids went through. It's heartbreaking to think about it every single time. And that is the biggest reason why this makes for a story that is worthy of an Anime of the Year selection. S tier.
I'm
The
tuning in.
summer Hikaru died.
That's all I have to hear. I'm tuning in for sure. 100%.
Let me dish out a little bit of lore about myself. I am deathly afraid of 2 things in this world. Bees and lightning.
Hey, he cooking with the bees though. He cooking. No cap.
As a genre is just below that level. But because I wanted to step out of my own comfort
What did he say?
horror as a genre is just below
Oh, this is a horror genre?
that level. But because
Hey,
I wanted
we
to step out
similar,
of my
bro.
own
I'm not gonna
comfort
cap.
zone, I figured, why the hell not? So I watched the show.
I'm not scared of horror
And?
movies though. I just don't like
Gotta
them.
admit it, guys, this is incredible. Every scene, and yes, every single scene has so much
The hell is that, a
detail in it
snake?
it allows its weight to really be felt. I never knew I could like the unsettlingly kind of horror as much as I do with this show.
What the hell is that?
And this show's OP, along with Gachiakuta, are some of the most visually stunning that I've ever seen. Every character that has even a little amount of screen time has the opportunity to show off their personality and shine. And while yaoi bait is not my particular taste, it's done tastefully here that it not only can make—
What the hell is that? What is yaoi bait? What is that?
The Fujoshis go crazy, but it also makes sense in the story. Guys, this is coming from someone who absolutely despises horror. You need to watch this one. S tier. The Water Magician. This is probably
I don't know what
the
yaoi
biggest
bait,
mixed
so
bag of
that's
the
gonna
season.
be that's
Which,
a tough
be
one
fair,
to try to
after
rank.
everything I've rated so far, it does kind of come as a shock, relatively speaking. Some scenes you'll have stellar animation and insane action, and other scenes will have you sleeping through it as if you were watching the beginning after the end.
What
Honestly,
the hell is this?
The story isn't anything to write home about, but there's a lot of likable characters here, and their personalities alone show the good to great chemistry between everybody and make it semi-worth watching. I liked its world building, and I really liked how creative the main character was when it came to experimenting with his newfound ice and water powers, and I especially liked that everybody that wasn't the MC got their own chance to shine when a seemingly world-ending threat was right on their doorstep. Other than that, though, not really much else to say about it. C tier. Bowling. The... wait. Isekai?
A bowling? Come on, bro. A bowling? Come on, bro. I done seen a lot of bullshit with this isekai shit. A bowling? Come on, bro. What are we talking about? There's no way that's the thing. There's no way. I don't even want to know. There's no way. There's actually no way this is an actual thing. There's no chance.
Yeah, the first episode was a surprise that I unfortunately got spoiled on. But the rest of the show is good. I can't say I'm too attached to most, if any, of the characters at all. And I also wasn't a fan of the fake out they did when they had the perfect chance
She's genuinely bowling.
to get back to their own world, and then they just didn't. There's no other way to describe why that occurred other than plot. But for what it's worth, I do like the chemistry between the main cast and their creative ways on how to have fun in their new world and how they fight off bad guys and whatnot. The conflict between them as well is interesting too, and the display of the political and cultural customs of the historical characters was also engaging and worth investing in. Just like—
How? Come on, bro. How? No way. Bro, come on, bro. No way in hell. Bro, come on. No way did she just roll that damn ball and that shit start doing all that. There's no way. I refuse. I refuse to believe. There's no
Water
way.
Magician, a bit of a mixed bag show. But this really does have one of the more heartwarming endings to a show this season, and it made me pretty happy. Low B tier. Ugly Mug Epic Fighter. I guess this is where my
What the hell going on here?
hot take is gonna be. This one is gonna be underrated by the anime populace, but hear me out here. This show was created by White Fox. What else did White Fox create? ReZero.
Hold on, I'm sitting up now. Hold on. I'm sitting up now, brother. Now you got my attention. You got my attention now. All right, let me lock back in. Let's rewind. This shit look like some bullshit. I won't cap.
Mug Epic Fighter. I guess this is where my hot take is gonna be.
There's a context to
This
this
one is
scene,
gonna
though.
be underrated by the anime populace, but hear me out here. This show was created by White Fox. What else did White Fox create? ReZero.
Does White Fox
They
still
came in
make
with the mentality
ReZero?
that not every protagonist has to be hot, and that's okay. Fat, ugly, balding.
Wait, this is like, that's the main character? Oh.
Shigeru is your man. Almighty God, Shigeru is your man. As for the rest of the show, I'd say it's a little bit more interesting than your average isekai.
Okay, so, hey, bro, you can't mention ReZero just for this shit to be ass, though. Hold on. You can't mention ReZero and this shit still be ass, bro. Hold on.
Power system is low-key interesting, and the motivations of the villains are pretty well done and cool. My favorite part, though, is how the only nerve Shigeru has is if he touches any woman at all, he basically almost dies instantly. So if you think—
What?
about it, he may not be able to get some ass, but at least he can touch some grass.
Hey, the way he described that shit, being on the same tier as Kaiju number 8 is looking crazy. Won't lie. I'm looking at these tiers. Rascal, he was gassing. He put that shit A. I'm looking at these tiers. I'm not gonna lie. These some crazy tiers right now.
Vending Machine second season.
There's no way.
Okay, I have a second hot take here. I understand that this is the 4th straight isekai I'm ranking in this video, but I promise this is the last one. But this one is also really freaking good. If you remember my ranking,
there's no way a vending machine anime is good, bro. There's no way, bro. There's no, bro. The vending machine has eyes and eyebrows. All right, bro. Yeah, you got it. Nah, I ain't arguing that no more.
Last year, you'll know how surprised I was by how good it got. And this show's second season has some way, somehow, become my comfort slop. Not Don, not Kaiju number 8. It's this. And I genuinely don't think I'd be able to explain to someone why I like this show so much if they're just a casual anime watcher. But this show just hits the right spots for me. Every new character that gets introduced just feels like a seamless fit in the world and becomes memorable in their own way. And the emotional investment gets turned up a new level because of the twist that I won't spoil. But for me, this show is legitimately a diamond in the rough and is a standout that I'll be sticking with to the end. A tier.
Okay.
Witch Watch second core. Ichi-ni-san, 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 Ichi-ni. Subscribe.
They kind of hitting that shit.
Like Sword of the Demon Hunter, this was the only other carryover from last season. But luckily, this one has managed to carry over the quality and all the aspects that made it so likable in the first place. The whole squad is finally together and their comedic antics are taken up a notch. But really, I want to talk about the real standout of this core so far, and that's Keigo the werewolf. His bond with Nemu in particular has probably become one of, if not my favorite part of the show, and even with all of its comedic
and they hitting that shit low key though. I'm not gonna cap. I'm not gonna lie. They kind of was hitting that shit.
Some vibes in the show exceed off the charts, and it makes for top 10 cutest shows of the year. If there even is such a ranking. Everyone, and yes, I mean everyone, in this show is very likable, and I'm excited to see how the relationships between the main cast progress, and I especially can't wait for the main villainous prophecy to unfold later on down the line. While I figured that some jokes wouldn't hit as much, I still had a really fun time with this show. B tier. That is the entire list.
Okay, shout out to bro, man. Hey, we got this done. I mean, we need to react to some season stuff. I may react to some more of you, because you positive. I like positivity. You know what I'm saying? I like looking at the positive in life. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you gave them some F's, some D's, some C's. Maybe been a little nice with some of them B's. Maybe been a little bit nice with some of them A's. Maybe been a little nice with some of them S's. But I've heard that this was a really good season. So hopefully this is accurate. I'm gonna put some of these in my watch list. I'm gonna do my end of the year rankings. I'm gonna try to get back to y'all boys, but make sure to like the video if y'all do want more. I'm gonna put the link in the description for bro video if you do want to go watch it in full, because I was pausing, talking over it, whatever. Subscribe if you new though. Without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. I'm out of here.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!